everyone. Today I am starting with the third part of the series where we are covering all the types of questions on LCM and HCF. In my previous video we had seen all type of questions based on LCM and we had seen 8 types. So if you haven't checked out my previous videos then please go and check them out. And today I'll be starting with the types of question based on HCF. So let's begin. So this is the type 1, the very basic question, that is find the greatest number which can divide 390, 395 and 300 without leaving a remainder. So a number which can divide some given numbers without leaving remainder is going to be a factor of the numbers. That is understood, right? And since it is going to divide all three of them completely without leaving a remainder means completely, it is going to be a common factor of these three numbers, and also it has to be the greatest. So a greatest number which is a common factor of all the given numbers is nothing but the HCF of the numbers, isn't it? The highest common factor, that is the definition of HCF. It is the highest or the greatest number. It is the greatest common factor which can divide all the numbers of whose HCF it is. Like if the HCF of A, B, C is D, suppose, then D is a common factor of all these three and it is also the highest common factor. That's why the full form of HCF is highest common. So it is the common factor and it is the highest also. There can be no other number which can divide all these three which is greater than D. Okay, D is the greatest, the highest number which can divide these three numbers. So obviously in this question it is asking you the HCF of 390, 395 and 300 because HCF only is the greatest number which will divide all three of them, that is which will be a common factor of all three of them. So it will divide all three of them completely, that is without leaving a remainder. So simply it is asking you the HCF of these three numbers. I will be using the reduction method to find out the HCF. So the HCF of 390, 395 and 300. Now see here, these all three will be divisible by 5, right? So we can reduce them by dividing by 5. So the HCF will be 5 7s are 35 and 5 8s are 40. Then I have 5 7 are 35 and 5 9s are 45, 5 6 are 30 and 0. Now see here, after this reduction we have 79 here. 79 is a prime number, right? So what will be the factors of 79? 1 and 79 only. Therefore the only common factor between 78, 79 and 60 is going to be 1 because 79 is prime. It cannot have any other factor other than 1 and 79. And 60 and 78 also won't have 79 as their factor. So the only common factor among all three of them will be 1, right? So the HCF of 78, 79 and 60 is 1. But I need to find the HCF of these three, right? For finding that, I need to compensate for the 5 with which I divided to reduce it to this. Okay, so if I divided by 5, I need to multiply by 5. I have told you this. These all things in my previous videos where I was teaching about the methods to find the HCF, right? So you can go and check that out, and I am explaining here also. 1 into 5, since I divided by 5, so I need to compensate, I need to multiply by 5 and my final answer comes out to be 5. So 5 is the HCF of these three numbers and my answer. So 5 is that greatest number which can divide all of these without leaving a remainder. That is, it can divide these three completely without leaving any remainder. Okay. So this was type 1, the very basic question. Now let's move on to the type 2. And guys, there is a lot of noise disturbance around my place as some work is going on here. So please bear with that. Sorry for that disturbance. Okay, so we have here type 2. Okay, type 2. In this, it is asking you that what is the greatest number which will divide 110 and 128, leaving a remainder 2 in each case. Now this type of question we had seen in LCM also, but there it was asking you the least number, because obviously there we were talking about LCM, and LCM is the least number, right? So there instead of greatest number it was least number, and the given numbers there the language was like divided by. Okay, divided by. It used to be like least number which when divided by so and so number leaves a remainder of 2 in each case. There used to be divided by because we were talking about multiple in case of LCM. Multiple is what? Multiple is a number which can be divided by the given numbers, right? But a factor is a number which will divide the given numbers. So that is a difference in the language. In case of LCM, it used to be divided by, but in case of HCF, it is divide. It will divide these numbers, because here we are talking about factors. Factor is what? Factor is a divisor of the numbers, while multiple was a number which was divided by the numbers. Okay, so that is the difference. And there we had seen least number divided by the given numbers leaving some remainder. What we used to do? We used to do LCM plus the remainder to get the answer. So the remainder was always left out as the extra part. But in case of HCF, what we need to do is that you need to subtract the remainder from the given numbers. Okay, first you need to subtract the remainder from the given numbers. So I'll subtract 2 from 110, I will get 108, and I will subtract 2 from 128, so I'll get 126. Now I will find out the HCF of these new numbers. Okay, now I'll find out the HCF of 108 and 126. So let's find that out. As we can see, these both are even numbers, so you can reduce them by dividing with 2. So if I divide it by 2, I will get 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, and 2 6s are 12, and 2 3s are 6. Okay, now these can be divided by 9. 54 and 63 both are multiple of 9, so just divide it by 9 and you will get 9 6s are 54 and 9 7s are 63. Now 6 and 7, 7 is the prime, it cannot be reduced further, and since 7 is the prime number, what will be the HCF of 6 and 7? Obviously it will be 1. Now for the changes that we made, we need to compensate. I divided by 2 and I divided by 9, so I need to multiply by 9 and I need to multiply by 2. So what I get? 18. So 18 is my answer. Okay, 18 is that number, is the greatest number which will divide these two and leave a remainder of 2 in each case. Since 18 is HCF of 108 and 126, which we got after subtracting 2, 18 is going to completely divide these two numbers. But in case of 110 and 128, it is going to leave a remainder of 2. You can check also, you can verify. If I divide 110 by 18, okay, so it will go 6 times, it will be 108 and 2 will be the remainder. And in case of 126, it will go 7 8s, sorry, not 126, 128. Okay, 128. So 18's 7s are 126 and you will again be left with 2. So see, in case of 110 and 122, it is leaving the remainder 2 in each case. So you just need to subtract the remainder from the numbers and find out the HCF of those numbers which are obtained by subtracting the remainder. So that will give you the greatest number which will divide the given numbers leaving that remainder. Okay, so this is the type 2. Now let's move on to the type 3. Let's see the type 3. So here is the type 3. Yeah, the greatest number which divides these three numbers and leaves 3, 4, 5 as remainders respectively is. Okay, so again we had seen this type of question in LCM also, where some numbers were given to us. Okay, where some numbers were given to us and it was asked like means we were getting different remainders in each case. Okay, we were getting the different remainders in each case. So there what we used to do, we used to subtract the different remainders from the numbers and we used to get a common difference that we used to subtract from the final result, from the final LCM of the numbers. Here what you need to do is, that first you need to, just like in LCM, you need to subtract the remainders from the respective numbers. So I subtract 3 from 411, so I'll get 408. Then from 684, if I subtract 3, I'll get 681. And from 821, when I subtract, sorry, not 3 but 4, I have to subtract the respective remainders. So 684, the respective remainder is 4 in this case. So you'll subtract 4, so it will come out to be 680. And from 821, I'll subtract 5. So I'll get 6 here, 1 here and 8 here, 816. Okay. Now you need to find out the HCF of all these newly obtained numbers. Okay. In LCM, what used to happen? This difference used to be a common difference. Like when you used to subtract the respective remainder, you used to get a number which was the same. Okay, for example, if I am getting 408 here, I'll get 408 in all the 3 cases. That used to happen in LCM, that all the difference that we used to obtain was same, and at last, and then we used to find out the LCM of the given numbers. Like here, these are the given numbers, so we used to find the LCM and used to subtract that common difference from the LCM. But here you are not getting a common difference. Here we are getting a different number in each case. Okay, so in case of HCF, where we are getting different number in each case, you just need to find the HCF of these numbers obtained. So you need to find out the HCF of 408, okay, 680 and 816. You need to find out the HCF of these. Now as you can see, these all 3 are divisible by 4. So I'll just divide them by 4 and reduce. So what I will get here, 4 ones are 4, and yeah, here I'll get 2. Here I will get 4 ones are 4 and 4 sevens are 28 and 0. Okay, 170. And here I will get 4 twos are 8 and 4 fours are 16. Okay, now here I can divide this by 2 as all of these are even numbers. So let's divide them by 2. 2 fives are 10, 2 ones are 2, then 2 eights are 16 and 2 fives are 10. Then I have 2 ones are 2 and here I got 102. Okay, now I have no space here, so I'm continuing here. 51, 85 and 102. Can you see these numbers are familiar? If I divide all of these, are all the multiples of 17, isn't it? So just divide them by, let's divide them by 17. 17 threes are 51, 17 fives are 85 and 17 sixes are 102. Now 3, 5 and 6. 3, 5 and 6, in this 5 and 3 are the prime numbers, so we can figure out that our HCF will be 1 here. And now we need to compensate for all the reductions that we made. So we divided by 17, so I need to multiply by 17. We divided by 2, so I have to multiply by 2. And I divided by 4, so I need to multiply by 4 also. So what I will get here is 17 twos is 34, and into 4, that will be 4 fours are 16, 4 threes are 12 and 1 13. So 136 is my answer. Okay, 136 is the HCF of these 3 numbers, and that is the greatest number which will divide these 3, leaving a remainder of 3, 4 and 5 in each cases respectively. Okay, you can check also, you can cross check also. Okay. So this is how this type is dealt with. When you have different remainders in case of the given numbers, then you need to subtract those remainders from the respective numbers and you will get some new numbers and you need to find the HCF of those numbers. That will be my answer. That will be the greatest number which will divide these numbers, leaving these given remainders. Okay. Now let's move on to the next type of question, that is the type 4. Okay, so here is my type 4. In type 4 it is saying the numbers are in the ratio 1:2:3 and their HCF is 12. Find the numbers. Okay, now this is a very simple question. Remember this, that whenever you are given the ratio and HCF, then the numbers can be found by multiplying the ratios with the HCF. Okay, let's do what I'm saying. Just multiply these ratios by this HCF. So 1 is multiplied by 12 and I get 12. 2 is multiplied by 12 and I get 12. And then finally 3 is multiplied by 12 and I get 36. Sorry, 2 multiplied 12 is not, it is 24. Sorry. Yeah. So what are my numbers? My numbers are 12, 24 and 36. There, I got my answer. It is asking you to find the numbers. If the numbers are in this ratio, there are 3 numbers whose HCF is 12 and the ratio of the numbers are 1:2:3. So they are asking you what are the numbers. So simply just multiply this HCF with the respective ratios and the numbers that you are going to get are going to be the numbers whose ratio is 1:2:3 and HCF is 12. So these are our numbers. Okay. So in such type of questions, always we do this. When HCF is given and ratio is given, you just need to multiply the ratio with the HCF and you will get the numbers whose HCF is this. Okay. So this was type 4. Now let's move on to the type 5. Okay. So here we have our type 5. Okay, let n be the greatest number that will divide this and this, leaving the same remainder in each case, then the sum of digits of n is. Okay, it is asking you the value of n, which is the greatest number which is dividing these numbers, leaving same remainder in each case. Now we have seen the question previously where it was asking you to find greatest number which was dividing some given numbers, but there it was leaving a remainder which was given to you. Okay, we had just seen I think it was type 2 where it was the same question, but there it was saying that leaving the remainder of 2 in each case. So there the remainder was given to you. Okay, the remainder was given to you. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be anything. Okay, so in that case the remainder was given. Here it is not giving you the remainder. It is just saying that it is leaving the same remainder, but what exactly is that remainder that has not been given to you? Like in that case exactly it was given that it was leaving 2 in each case. But here they have given you that same remainder in each case, but what is that remainder? That they have not given, right? So in such cases what you need to do is that you need to find the difference of all the pairs possible. Okay, all the pair possible means we have been given these 3 numbers. Now I need to find the difference of all the possible pairs. So how many pairs can be formed here? 1 pair can be formed between these 2. What will be the difference? Let's find out. Okay, so the difference here will be 3360. Okay, so this is 1 pair. What else pair is possible? These 2. Okay, so again, what will be the difference of this pair? 0, 4, 2, and here I will have 2. Okay, 2240. Now what else pair is possible? We have seen these two, we have seen these two. Okay, these two are also possible. Okay, so 6905 minus this, so 0, 0, 6 and 5. Okay, now I think we are done with all the possible pairs. No more, there is no else pair is possible. Okay, we have seen these two, we have seen these two, and we have seen this and this also. Okay, so we have seen all the pairs. So we have found the difference between all the possible pairs, 3360, 2240 and 5600. Now you need to find the HCF of these three numbers. Okay, now you need to find the HCF of 3360, 2240 and 5600. So let's find that out. Again, I am going to use the reduction method only. Okay, so these all have 0 as the unit digit. So one thing is clear, we can divide it by 10. Okay, they all will be divisible by 10. So here I'll get 336, here I'll get 224, and here I will get 560. Okay, now all these are even numbers, so I can divide by 2 here. So let's divide it by 2. So here I'll get 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, and 2 8s are 16. Here I will get 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, and 2 2s are 4. Here I'll get 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16 and 0. Okay, again I can divide by 2 because again these are all even numbers. So 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8 and 0. Okay, now I'm left with no space, so I am continuing here 84, 56 and 140. Okay, so if I divide it by 2 again, okay, leave 2. Because by dividing with 2 we are getting too many steps. Let's divide with a bigger number that can reduce our steps. So I am dividing by 7. I can see clearly these all three will be divisible by 7. Okay, so 84, it will be 7 ones are 7 and 7 twos are 14. Okay, and 7 eights are 56, 7 twos are 14 and 0. Okay, again it will be divisible by 2. HCF of 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8 and 2 10s are 20. Again by 2. Again by 2, what will be the remaining? 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10. So finally we got our prime numbers 2 and 3. So the HCF here is going to be 1. Okay, now I will be compensating for all the reductions that I made. So 2 I have multiplied by 2, then again I have divided by 2, so I will multiply by 2 here. Then I have divided by 7, so I will be multiplying by 7 here. Okay, then again 2 times I have divided by 2, so again I will have 2 times 2 multiplied, and then I have divided by 10, so I'll have 10 multiplied. So what I will get here is 4 7s are 28 into 4 into 10, which is nothing but 28 into 40. So 4 8s are 32 and 4 2s are 8 and 3 11 and 0. Okay, so 1120 is my answer. Okay, 1120 is the greatest number which is going to divide all these three numbers, leaving the same remainder in each case. You can cross check also. Okay, you can divide this 1120, by this 1120 you can divide these numbers and you will find that you will be getting the same remainder in each case. Okay, so that is all. But one more thing here guys, that it is asking you the sum of the digits of n. So I have found out n, but I need to find out the sum of its digit. Okay, I need to find out the sum of its digits. So that's nothing big. I have found n. So what is the sum of the digits of n? 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0. So that is 4. So 4 is the answer. Okay, 4 is the answer because it is asking you not the value of n but the sum of digits of n. So that is 4. Okay, so in such questions you first need to find out the differences of all the pairs possible, and then you need to find out the HCF of all those differences. That will be your answer. So this was type 5. So in this video I will keep it till here only. We'll see the next types in our upcoming videos. So if you like my work, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.